Welcome once again to the Light Morning Show, AtlanticCityFocus.com. We are here with one of our county commissioners, Pastor Collins Days, and we are discussing ICE in South Jersey. I understand now that ICE has been seen, spotted, operating in New Jersey, South Jersey, and Atlantic City. What is your take on ICE being involved within the city limits?
Well, not only are they in Atlantic City, but they're also in Pleasantville. They've been cited last week in Pleasantville. In Atlantic City, they've been off and on in Atlantic City. We know that what ICE is doing, based on our present administration, has been unjust, unfair. And we know what happened to Renee Good in Minnesota, killed unjustly. And I think that the county, as well as the city, have already made gestures that that we are not satisfied with the way ICE is operating in our county, in our city in particular. That their tactics of kidnapping people off the streets are just ways of intimidating our immigrant population to the point that they are afraid to go to school, they're afraid to go to work, they're afraid to go to their house and worship. And I think it's a really tremendous shame that our federal government are taking people who have built and given so much to this country to be treated in such a heinous way.
Yes or no, are people of color, people of Latino descent, are they welcome in South Jersey, Atlantic City?
Oh, I think that, Atlantic City is one of the most diverse cities in the county and in the state. there's in the elementary school my grandchildren go, there's almost 39 different nationalities. I was just on Friday night, I was with UNIDO and the Hispanic community. But not only was the Hispanic community in protest of what happened in Atlantic City with ICE and taking people off the streets, but also as a vigil for the late Mrs. Good, who was killed. In that group that was on Friday night, there was all races. There were people from far as Margate as a part of that. So all of my District 1, people were from all Mays Landing, everyone that came in support of the Hispanic Latino community. I think it was a great show of support. It shows that it's not just the Hispanic community who's standing and crying out, but a diversity of people. And I think it was a great show, and I was grateful to be invited to be a part of that.
Okay, well then let me ask you this, as it comes down to safety. If I am a person of Latino descent, if I am a protester, a conscientious objectionist, should I feel confident that my local government will protect me? Can my local government protect me from ICE?
It's a big concern. Even just being at a rally, at a protest, at a vigil, there is risk. But as we know through history, that even as we celebrate Martin Luther King Day celebration, we know the violence that comes along with public and peaceful protests. And there is, when it comes to ICE coming into a community, there's nothing that a municipality can do with the exception of not allowing them to stage on city and municipal property. Other than that, they have free reign, and that's the problem. They have free reign to do whatever they want, and they have become a vigilante group, a private army of our current president that he can do what he will, and without any kind of hindrances, and that's a concern, and that's why we really need to stand up, and that's why we really need to fight, and that's why we really need to put our feet to the pavement and let our voices be heard, and especially. When midterms are coming up, we need to make sure that everyone get out and vote as well.
Okay, well this will be our last question, Commissioner. As Commissioner and also as a native and resident of the area, what is the key piece of advice to staying safe? Because it's one thing to say that you have the right to protest, but we're kind of very concerned on what people should do to maintain their safety in a situation where somebody can come and shoot you in the face 3 times.
You know, but you know, what we're fighting for and what we are trying to accomplish, there's always a risk, and it's worth the risk. The safety is an issue, that's a concern. You know, at all of the, I gotta admit that the last rallies I've been to, the police presence was there, and volunteers who came to make sure that the group was as safe as possible. But you know, whenever you speak truth to power, there's always a risk. We're just reminded that we're in a great country, that up until now it seems that all the freedom of speech and freedom of meeting and freedom of protest has always been one that has been valued. Today it feels like a suspect, but you know, it's worth it, because when one part of the community is threatened, then the whole community is threatened.
Anything you want to say before I let you go on this?
No, thank you for allowing me to come on your program. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.